How's it going, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Now, both the Lions and the Wallabies have released their squad to play this weekend, and this is going to be interesting because there's been changes made, some big players brought in, but it's also given Australia a little bit of chance to watch the First Nations Pacifica, make a couple of changes, and let's see how things go. So please like, subscribe. It really does help the channel grow. And let's get into it. So first of all, I want to start off with the Wallabies because they've made two big changes, and that is in Skelton and Valetini. Now, these are big players that were missed in the original test, and they are crucial to the way that Australia do play. Skelton is being played at 5, Rob Valetini at 6, and yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how they play. I mean, Slipper, Parecki, and then Alan Alatoa, they are pretty dominant in those forwards. We have Nick Frost and Will Skelton with a lot of experience in that lock pairing. And then Valetini, Mick Wright, and then Harry Wilson as captain. Honestly, I would say to take a note out of First Nations Pacifica's book, but honestly, this is a completely different squad. Going to be a completely different way of playing, different style. So I wouldn't even say that the First Nations Pacifica, which was a very close game, by the way, would be something for them to learn from. Maybe take a couple, learn from a couple of tactics or pick up on a couple different things that Andy Farrell had attempted in that game. But this is going to be interesting because I could definitely see the Lions completely taking it. But if the Wallabies are able to add just that extra little bit of fire, which I think Will Skelton and Valentini will, because they offer a lot of physicality. And Rob Valentini at the breakdown is an absolute beast as well. So he's just going to add that extra little bit of intensity. I think this could be a pretty close game. We are seeing Jake Gordon, Tom Liner as the halfback pairing, Harry Potter at 11, Max Jorgensen 14, Len Ikitau, Suali'i at centers, and then Tom Wright as the 15. So I think they are going to try and work a physical game. But when we look at the side that the Lions are playing, honestly, if they try to go kicking, we got brilliant receivers, we got brilliant counter-attacking players. If they try to go physical, got a lot of physicality in the squad. I mean, let's break down Lions because you see what I mean by physicality. So the pack is Andrew Porter, Dan Sheehan, and Ty Furlong. That's physicality right there. Genge has been playing his absolute socks off. I think Andrew Porter does need a bit of a shot. He needs some time. He is a quality player, but Genge's performances has kind of kept him on the sidelines. Time for Andrew Porter to show what he's made of. In my opinion, if not the strongest loose head prop in world rugby. I would say Oxencha's probably the best scrummager in world rugby. But in terms of physical strength, I'd put Andrew Porter there. He is an absolute beast. And then we have Dan Sheehan and Ty Furlong. Again, Ty Furlong, he's been an elite scrummager, an elite prop for many years. So there's no taking away that experience, and he can still move it with the best. And then we are seeing Itoje and Chessum as that lock pairing. Chessum finally coming into that number 5 place. What we have been seeing with Farrell, he's playing a lot of this rotation on the 6, and he likes to use the locks as he likes to rotate the locks in that 6 position, because we are now seeing Chessum at 5, then Tyke Byrne at 6. We've seen Chessum fill in that 6 role as well. I think he likes to have that hybrid, versatile role. You know, that number 5 lock can fill into that back row, because obviously they've got the size, they've got the speed as well. I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see how Tyburn plays. Tyburn, he actually had a pretty good game last time out. Um, I say pretty good. I mean, damn good. Like I say, that was actually the first time that I was actually genuinely confident with his performance at six. Otherwise, prior to that, I always felt that he was very lackluster. He just didn't, he wasn't there. So, yeah, going to be interesting to see how Tyburn comes in at six again. Then we have Tom Curry at seven, Jack Conan at eight. I love to see Jack Conan at eight. Um, Personally, I think he's going to start the next game as well. He's just going to give you everything that you do need, and he is that brick wall that you want there as well. So yeah, no space for Jack Morgan in the starting lineup. He is filling in the bench, which is good. Finally, good to see a Welshman back at it again. But yeah, hopefully we get to see a bit of Jack Morgan coming on the second half. But then we have Gibson Park and Finn Russell as the halfback pairing, as usual. This, like I said, this is going to be the halfback pairing of the tests. I think this is what we're going to end up seeing. We are going to see a little bit of changes here and there, but otherwise, I mean, we have Alex Mitchell on the bench, Owen Farrell on the bench as well, to be able to fill in those spaces. So, yeah, the big change that we are seeing here is Bundy Aki and Hugh Jones playing together. Big, beautiful, powerful Bundy Aki is just an absolute beast. So it's going to be interesting to see how those two pair up. Personally, I love the Tuipalutu Hugh Jones partnership, but Aki Hugh Jones, I think that's just also, just a mixture for destruction. And then James Lowe, Tommy Freeman on the wings, Hugo Keenan at 15. The replacements with Kelleher, Genge, Stewart, James Ryan, Jack Morgan, Mitchell, Owen Farrell, and then Blair Kinghorn. Obviously, Owen Farrell can cover a couple of spaces. Same thing with Blair Kinghorn, all around the back, all around the back. The back three, Mitchell at nine, and then just some serious power. So if we do happen to see that, the Lions are struggling, they'll end up bringing on your players like your Kelleher's, your Genge to kind of just see out the game. So I feel this is going to be a relatively tight game, but I can't see Australia coming through with the win here. So I want to hear what your guys' thoughts are. Do you think the changes that Australia have made will give them enough firepower to outplay the Lions? I don't think so. It's definitely going to be a better game. Then drop your thoughts in the comment section below. As always, like, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye.